First time I met Senator Newberry was about 10 years ago. I was cutting my grass in the backyard. My wife came to me and she said there was a gentleman who was canvassing, running for office, and his name was Dan Newberry. I had recognized the name because I had heard it on advertisements on the radio because he had a business. And I told her, I'm happy to see you, but I'm covered with grass and grime and dirt. And she came back and said he would love to see me. And he came back to my backyard and spent an hour with me. Talked to me about his faith. He talked to me about why he had decided to run for office. We had an immediate rapport. I've known him ever since and supported him ever since. He is a great close friend of mine.
One thing that I remember the night of his watch party whenever he was elected, we got to go. We were invited, and it was a fun evening, and just getting to know the people on his party, and those who were helping him and supporting him. And our two boys went along with us, and they were at that time they were teenagers, preteen, and were very excited to be a part of the evening and knew exactly. We've always been real good about educating them and explaining to them what's going on and what the process is, and so they were very excited to be a part of the evening. And so we got there, and the folks found out, introduced them and asked them to help do the count on the vote and listen to the radio reports as they came in. And so that just thrilled Christian and Jacob, and they just enjoyed that so much to be a part of that evening.
The Minister Bill of Rights is something that Senator has been working on for quite some time. A lot of people don't know this, but Dan actually served in the ministry as well. Dan has a heart for people. He has a heart for people who are hurting. He has a heart for people who are in the ministry, who are on the front lines day in and day out. And oftentimes those who are in the ministry, again, they feel attacked. They feel as if they're thwarted by government. They're thwarted by other local municipalities in trying to help people. Dan knows that the best people to help folks are those who are there every day for folks, and those who serve in churches and those who serve in faith enterprises. And he seeks to help those men and those women who are in leadership positions serve the community better, and he stands with us in doing that. And so we can do our jobs, indeed we can do our calling better when we know Senator Newberry is standing with us as we seek to help folks in the community. One of the important things that Senator Newberry and I have been working on for the last few years is the senior nutrition program. It's very important to make sure that all of our seniors, regardless of status or where they live, make sure that they get regular meals on a regular basis. The number one reason many pastors are somewhat scared to have politicians come and speak is that they're afraid that a politician will cross a line and ask people to actually vote for them in God's house. I knew Dan wouldn't do that. I knew Dan was a man of faith. I knew he was a man of character. I knew he was a man of integrity. So when I asked him to come and speak at Crossroads Rural Baptist Church, Dan came and shared his testimony. He shared his faith. He shared his vision, not just to be a successful politician, but he shared his vision on how to help people, how to serve this great state that we live in. And after he shared his testimony, he simply asked people to pray for him. He didn't stand up and say, now if you do this, if you vote this for me, I'm going to promise you the moon. He just simply said, I covet your prayers. If you believe that God would have you vote for me, please vote for me, and I'll be right there for you. It was a tremendous presentation. Our church fell in love with him like everybody else did, because he's the real deal. He's genuine. He loves God. He loves people. He loves this state.